So one of the things I like to do right off the bat is, and as far as finances and going from our subject from broke to riches, so to speak. And you notice how I'm saying so to speak because riches means something for everyone different. So I like to budget. So I have before me, I don't have an Excel sheet or a Google, I have just using a Google Doc here, and it kind of lays out my finances there and where my money's going. And if it's in red, then I have it showing, hey, this is a balance. This is something I need to pay. These are bills that I've already paid that are in black or just showing. And I also may show, all right, hey, what credit cards do I have that have the highest interest rates? The highest interest rates for me, I'm going to go ahead and destroy those and get those off the grid right away. So I don't really want to keep those in. So that's one thing I'm doing to take advantage. So one of the first things I'm doing right now is making sure that I have a savings account. So that's really the first thing. And I don't mean by savings like as a regular savings, but I mean savings as an emergency fund. I know a lot of you may have heard or not have heard that you should have an emergency fund. So that's one thing I am after, an emergency fund. Now here's the other thing that I do, and that is invest. So I do have an emergency fund that I keep in a savings account separate from my checking account. And then you notice here I am on a computer because I'm looking at my investments through TD Ameritrade. You can use any investment account that you want, but I happen to use TD Ameritrade. So I have multiple ones. You can have a whatever kind of savings that you happen to use inside yours. I happen to use what you call a Roth IRA. And with that one has that type of account. The money that is going in has already been taxed, and therefore I go ahead and just make investments within it, or I can use it as just money saved. But if I put money into it, then what it looks like is it's just basically just an account, like if I use it just as cash, and I don't want to do that. So I take the cash and I move them into various investments. So I have a AT&T stock, which happens to be going down a little bit today. I have Viacom, which happens to be CBS that kind of holds a lot of different TV shows. My son picked this one out because he likes Nickelodeon. So he said, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and invest in some Nickelodeon. And then, of course, we have the Vanguard S&P 500. S&P 500 is ETF. It's an index fund that has 500 of the most popular different stocks that are out there. Not most popular, but most like the most lucrative stocks out there. I like that one, and I try to keep putting shares into that one because it offers you a little piece of the pie of every type of business out there, or a lot of different businesses out there. So I like that. I'm taking advantage of my own future and the future of my family, and that is by investing. Because if you sit and do nothing, then that's what your money's going to do, nothing. So I want to go ahead and take advantage of that, invest, and have some security for my family's future, because I believe it's just the only fair thing to do.